Welcome to the weekend edition of the Nightly Nugent. What a motley crew we have today. Obviously, we're all hunting buddies. We all hunt together. We all hang out together. We all believe in controversial things like God, family, country, the Constitution, law and order. Obviously, the master of ceremonies, Ted Nugent. And we have with us Chris Kobach, who is going to be the next Kansas Attorney General. But Ted, we all understand the value of predator management. I mean, we have to have it. Otherwise, we don't have a wildlife population. We know it. You know it. Chris knows it. Not everyone knows it. All week, we've been talking about poor Martha Stewart and her dilemma. For those listening and watching, Martha Stewart had 6 of her pet peacocks killed by coyotes. Martha was devastated. Ted, Martha didn't know what to do. Martha doesn't know what to do. And Martha asked for help on her Instagram account. I'm going to read a quote. And then, Ted, I want to know if you can answer Martha's question. Here's Martha's question. Quote, any solutions for getting rid of 6 large and aggressive coyotes who have expensive taste when it comes to poultry? Ted, how are we going to solve Martha Stewart's problem?
Well, I got a wonderful, definitive, comprehensive overview. Number 1, get rid of Snoop Dogg because he's not going to be able to solve any of your problems. Snoop Dogg is one of your problems. I'm surprised the coyote didn't get him, except they wouldn't bite that guy. Anyhow, the point is Martha hangs out with Snoop Dogg, so she's going to always have problems. Number 2, my name is Ted Nugent, and we don't have a coyote problem around here. The coyotes have a Ted problem. We shoot coyotes on sight. Not only Ted Nugent's got the answer, but we have a grassroots army of real conservation families around the country. And at hunternation.org, we're going to start contacting this army of real conservationists, and we're going to create an army of predator control masters at hunternation.org. Join me there, and you'll see how you can be part of the coyote fixing army.
And you know what, Ted, our good friend John Bear, who's one of the premier, if not the premier predator coyote hunter in America, he's donated a hunt for a 2-day hunt with him, a predator management coyote hunt. And he's going to sweeten the deal here. He's going to throw in a Cryptech camo outfit, a Fox Pro package, an X-Map Elite membership, which means it's good in all 50 states. And not only a Havalon knife, John says it's a badass Havalon knife. So if you go to hunternation.org, you can become a part of this grassroots army, get a chance to go hunt coyotes with John Bear. He'll pick the location. It'll be between summer of 2023 and fall of 2023. All the info's there at hunternation.org. Chris, you, me, and Ted have all predator hunted together. What do you think?
I think Ted makes a great point. I would differ slightly. My preferred caliber is a .223. I like the ability to add all sorts of accessories and things depending on your state's laws. There may be optical aids and things. But I will say this on the subject of the .223. It is an awesome coyote rifle. Here on my farm, we shoot coyotes with the .223. You can reach out and touch them at 200 yards plus. And let's remember that the left tells us the .223 is a weapon of war and it is not a hunting rifle. No, it is a hunting rifle. It is an excellent coyote rifle, and different hunters have different preferences, but it just shows yet another lie of the left. It's the all-American conventional rifle that most Americans buy today, and it works really well for coyotes, and I'd love to help Martha Stewart out if she needs our help.
Yeah, you know what, Ted? Chris makes a great point. I exclusively coyote hunt with a .223. And if the Biden administration has their way, they'll ban that. And we won't even be able to have a AR-22 platform .223 for any kind of hunting, whether that's coyote or whatever it might be. What's your answer to the Biden administration that wants to ban that weapon?
Well, certainly, Keith and Chris, you're right on the money, because I would say that the vast majority, probably in the 90th percentile of American varmint hunters, use the 223 in the AR platform. It's universal, it's ubiquitous, it's perfect. You know, a lot of guys use the 22-250 and the 221 and the 222, some of the older calibers, but I think the 223, the 5.56 round, is the most popular amongst varmint hunters and a lot of small game hunters. So Chris is absolutely right. The AR-15, the Armalite rifle, created by Eugene Stoner way back in the late 50s. It is owned by more families than maybe any other rifle this side of the 30-30. And the Biden administration, once again, wouldn't know an AR-15 from a pterodactyl. They are virtually clueless about firepower, about ballistics, about the history of firearms and the current conditions of firearms in America. The AR-15 is a great hunting rifle. It's a great competition rifle. It's a great family weekend plinking rifle. It's a great varmint hunting rifle. In some states where you use some good Remington soft point bullets, it's a good deer and hog caliber. The 223 AR-15 is the American rifle.
You know, I know we were talking hunting, but it just makes me think politics, right? You know, so Chris, you're running for Kansas Attorney General. How can an attorney general, if you win the attorney general's election here in Kansas, how will you protect me as a Kansan and that AR, 223 varmint rifle that I have from being stolen by the Biden administration?
I can tell you exactly how I will. And I won't just be protecting Kansans, I'll be protecting all Americans. So Biden has already pledged that he's going to use executive actions to try to stop the AR and to stop firearms generally and to restrict them. And that means he's going to use regulations from ATF. He's going to use executive orders. All of these things are likely to be in violation of federal law, and they're almost certainly likely to be in violation of the Second Amendment. So when Biden does this, if I'm Kansas's attorney general at the beginning of the year, Kansas will be knocking on the courthouse door, bringing a federal lawsuit to seek an injunction to stop Biden from doing it. And that injunction will be nationwide. It won't just be to stop it in Kansas. It'll be to stop it in Texas, stop it in Pennsylvania, stop it where all of our hunting blood brothers are, who are trying to control this out of control pestilence of coyotes. The population is just enormous. I'm sure viewers already know that, and it's threatening neighborhoods, people's dogs, chickens, whatever, turkeys, everything. And the bottom line is, if they come after our ARs, they come after magazine capacity, if they come after our ability to buy ammo, Kansas will be knocking on the courthouse door to stop the Biden administration.
You know what? I know Ted said this earlier in the week, but I couldn't endorse a candidate any more than I, support you here in my home state, Chris. Those are all the things that rank and file Kansans needs to pay attention to. I know your opponent, Kelly Warren. I've never seen her in camo. I bet she's never hunted. I don't think she's qualified. She's certainly not qualified to defend my gun rights, a lot of my rights, because she's never been to federal court. Chris, I wish you the best of luck. I know Ted's endorsed you. I endorse you. Wish you luck. And again, I would just say this, Martha Stewart, Ted has your problem solved. So all of you listening, if you want to join Ted and solve Martha Stewart's problem, go to hunternation.org. It's the grassroots army that is solving predator management issues all over the country. And we're going to tackle Martha Stewart's problem directly. There's a great hunt package out there with John Bear, great swag. Ted, final word on the matter and wrap it up for us.
Final word, thank you, music lovers everywhere, for making Ted Nugent Detroit Muscle 22 the most fun, outrageous, throttling, ferocious tour of my life. And I want everybody to go to chriskobach.com, K-R-I-S, Kobach.com, because this guy is the right guy for Attorney General in Kansas. And since we're talking about ammo, you can go to 2awarehouse.com. If you want some great 223 ammo or ammo of any ballistics or any caliber or any round, go to 2awarehouse.com. That's your Uncle Ted tech tip, so you never have to say I'm out of ammo.
Hey, Martha, if you're listening and you want to join Ted and I next week on any of our episodes, Ted would love to walk you through the solution. And all the rest of you, if Martha doesn't come, we're going to be here anyway, and Ted's going to tackle some more current event issues next week right here on the Nightly News. Have a great rest of your weekend, Ted. Good luck tonight on stage if you need it.
Godspeed, everybody. Nightly News. Tell everybody truth, logic, and common sense is alive and well right here.